Tim Dillon is going to hell.
And then there's George Bush, who's pro-war and who we hear skipped out on Vietnam War service. I said, what a story. I got to get back to the U.S. and cover this. And that's what I did. I came back and began covering the election, and some of the publications I was writing for said, look, there's almost no way that anything you find will change anything because Bush is going to win. And I remember somebody said to me, you know, it was really like the saying the former Governor Edwin Edwards of Louisiana, because he said, the only way I can lose if I'm found with a live boy or a dead girl. And that's what they told me about George W. Bush. They said there's really nothing you can do. And so I found all these amazing things, and they kept saying, not big enough, not big enough, not big enough. And then I started looking into this military service thing, and it was clear to me that he had actually dodged the military while his father was a prominent government official and managed to get away with it. And I said, how did they do that? How did they cover that up? Got me interested in the family. I wanted to learn more about them, about where this sort of hapless and improbable guy came from and how he could become the most powerful person in the world. These things fascinate me.
Because it was a great American, and it was a great American story. You know, this guy who, you know, this party guy that sobered up, found Jesus, got serious, dedicated himself. And, you know, most people who do that become a good mechanic, but he became the president. So it is an interesting story, the flip side of that. Ray, you were going to...
We touched on the weapons of mass destruction, how they didn't find them. Now, in the lead-up, they had doctored evidence to get us into the war. It didn't seem like there was a point when they first went in and we hadn't found them yet, and we're saying to people, yeah, if they don't find them, they better just put them there. And there seems to be, if they're going to be willing to do that to get us into it, do you have any take on that? Like, why there was no even attempt to try and even, like, was it almost intentional as a way of kind of beating down the public on a long-term level, psychologically? Like, we don't even need to explain ourselves.
I was never entirely able to figure that out, but the truth is that they're really not all that good at what they do.
Right.
And this is important, is that they're an odd mix of incompetence and ruthlessness. And together, of course, that's a very sort of potent formula.
It's a great combination.